Toast to the street life. This is how we eat, right? Strip harsh, Chris Bosh. Gotta keep the heat tight. Toast to the connect. Cheers to the cheap price. Toast to those too foul, avoiding the 3 strikes. New range, the cash we took. I threw shoes on the sport, the cat athlete's foot. The guard flashed the gems. I nickname your girl Kim. Cause every time the car dash, she in.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sample Shopping. I know a few of you have been waiting a while for these. I got a great new selection of fragrances to go through with you guys. 16 we'll go through over the next month, courtesy of decantshop.com. Again, best website to get your decants, your samples from. Vintage scents, designer scent, discontinued scent, niche scent. And again, the prices just blow everybody else out of the water, as do shipping times, and selection is just getting better and better every day. There are so many new scents added, so many discontinued scents. We're going to go through a couple of discontinued scents this whole, but I have 16 to go through with you, 4 today, 4 next week, 4 the week after, and 4 the week after. And again, decantshop.com. Coupon code MAX12 will save you 12% off your entire order, as if things weren't already cheap enough. But you can get that extra 12% off of anything you want. And I implore you to check Decant Shop out if you already haven't. I'm not saying this because I get the samples. I don't do that. And I think people who know me know that I don't do that. I do it because I think it's the best decant store on the web. decantshop.com, coupon code MAX12. So first up this week, we have another house that's a regular guest on the show, and that's the House of Montale. And we usually look at least 1 or 2 of these every round, and this is the only one we'll be looking at in this round from Decant Shop. And this is one that I've had my eyes on for a while, mainly because it's on FragranceNet, and 100 ml of it goes for $95, so a very good price. And this one is called Moon Oud, and this was a 2011 release from Montale. It comes in a really nice bottle. It's a gold bottle with sort of dark spheres on it. I don't know if they're made to represent the moon. I don't think they are, because they're on some of their other bottles as well. And the notes on this fragrance are saffron, rose, oud at the top, vetiver, patchouli, leather in the middle, sandalwood and amber in the base. And when I smelled this, the first thing I thought is that I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about the Montale oud scents. I feel like they all sort of blend into the next one. With that said, I think this is a pretty good scent. It's got some nice oud in it. It's got some nice rose. It's definitely got saffron. Reminds me quite a bit of red oud, with just the sweetness toned down a tad. This is not a bad scent. I think it's actually quite good. But I sort of imagine that if someone were to lay out all of Montale's oud scents in front of me, I'd probably have some difficulty telling them apart, let alone an average Joe. This was a fragrance that was on my to-buy list from Montale, and I'm probably going to take it off just because I feel like there are other scents out there that can do what this one does, which is be, in essence, a rose/oud scent. So I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. I'm just not surprised. How about that? So this is Montale's Moon Oud. As far as buy, try, or pass for me, this I'm probably going to pass on, but keep smelling and see if my thoughts change. Now, next up, we have another house that we usually see in these sample shopping videos, and that is the House of Frederic Malle. And this is one that I've been waiting to get my nose on, really since my love affair with niche began. This is another fragrance that Dominique Ropion did for Frederic Malle. I owned full bottles of two other ones, which were Geranium Pour Monsieur and Vetiver Extraordinaire. And in my mind, those are masterpieces. And this one is called Portrait of a Lady, and this is quite pricey scent, even for Malle standards. A 50 ml of this is $230, and the 100 ml is $340. So not a cheap fragrance. And I think the reason for that is there's a very high concentration of rose in this scent, and the fact that this is also very highly concentrated. It's an eau de parfum at more than 50% of volume. I think that's probably what makes it so pricey. The name Portrait of a Lady comes from a book, named Portrait of a Lady by Henry James, that came out in 1881. And the fragrance is supposed to smell like the heroine in that book, not heroin, heroine, Isabel Archer. And while this is marketed to women, I know other male reviewers who really like this fragrance. And notes on this are Turkish rose, raspberry, blackcurrant, cinnamon, clove, patchouli, sandalwood, ambroxan, benzoin, and white musk. And this was launched in 2010. And fellas, This is fucking beautiful. Really beautiful. Dark rose, but dark rose exceptionally well done. I think most of my regular viewers know that I struggle with rose fragrances, but I'm starting to turn around now. Rouge Avignon by Phaedon and this guy are starting to turn me around. Turn me on. I don't know that they're turning me on, but maybe they'll help me turn someone else on. Anyway, I think this fragrance is leagues beyond Lyric Man and Rose Poivre by different company. It's so well executed. They know what they're doing at Frederic Malle. And even with the high price on this one, it's going on my to-buy list. My next Malle scent was going to be Musk Ravageur. Well, guess what? Now it's this. And this is totally unisex. You know what it sort of reminds me of in a way? It sort of reminds me of a cross between Check and Speak's number 88, which was it is a dark rose scent, and Musk Ravageur with the clove and cinnamon. This is a rose scent that distinguishes itself and is so worthy of the price tag. So bravo to Frederic Malle on this one. This one is a definite buy. Now, next up, so I told the owner of Decant Shop, Adriana, a long time ago that I was struggling to find a Comme des Garcons scent that I like. So we're still searching. She suggested trying Avignon, but I've tried Avignon and I like it. It's just a bit too one-notey for me. I already have some incense scents and I'm not really in the market for a new one. So the one I wanted to try, because it seems very, very interesting, is called Odeur 53. Actually, you know what? There is a Comme des Garcons scent I like. I like Two Man. I think that's a really good scent, and I will get that one. So I'm not totally telling the truth saying there's nothing I like. But I've certainly never been blown away by this very avant-garde house. And this fragrance is definitely avant-garde. The name Odeur 53 comes from the fact that the fragrance is supposed to have 53 components made up of inorganic odors like desert sand, flames, India rubber, oxygen, the smell of a white hot bulb. They have another one called Odeur 71, but I think this was first, and this was released in 1998. And the perfumes here are Martine Palix and Anne-Sophie Chappie. And this one is available at most places. You can get Comme des Garcons fragrances. It runs at about $130 for 200 ml. So good value with this one if it's any good. And first thing that this makes me think is, wow, this is weird. Comme des Garcons fragrances are sort of like the equivalent of Kenneth Anger films, and that they're very experimental. And I think they work a lot more as works of art than something wearable. What do I think of when I smell this? Laundry, clay maybe, metal, but nothing that I would wear, and I cannot imagine this projecting at all. It's very, very light. At best, a skin scent. Adriana told me to think of rain hitting the ground when I smell this, and that does make it a little bit better. And this doesn't smell bad, but I don't know. I was looking for something a bit more, and this just doesn't have it. Someone on Base Notes said something pretty dead on. They said, you want a free sample of this? Okay, well then just breathe in. And I get that, and I think you'll get that if you smell this. I think that sums up Odeur 53. This for me is a pass. I don't even think I'm going to continue trying this one. And then finally, we have a newcomer to this series. This is a fragrance from another bit of an avant-garde house. This house is called Etat Libre d'Orange. This is a French house that is sort of infamous for a fragrance called Secretions Magnifiques, which is supposed to smell like blood, sweat, saliva, and semen. They have other fragrances called Incense and Bubblegum, Fat Electrician. Don't get me wrong, baby, I don't swallow, and I'm not making this up. This is a French fragrance house started by a South African perfumer named Etan de Soir, and this one is unisex, and it's called Archive 69, and this has gotten some good fanfare. And with the 69 name and the house's provocative reputation, you're probably going to start to think sinful, dirty things, but this time it's literally just the address of the flagship store in France. Perfume here is the relatively prolific Christine Nagel. She's done a lot of work for Joe Malone out of England, but you guys probably know her best for doing B-Men for Terry Mugler, and she's also the heir apparent to the Hermes fragrance house, taking over from Jean-Claude Elena at some point. Notes on this are mandarin, pink pepper, pimento leaf, orchid, prune, incense, camphor, patchouli, musk, and benzoin. And this is going to run you $99 for 50 ml if you plan on picking it up. It's very well priced in the niche fragrance world. This is very different and interesting. I totally get the pink pepper, the pimento leaf, the incense, and the prune. Very sweet fragrance to my nose. Sort of smells like plum jam with some incense going through it. I also think and realize others might not like this, but I feel like there's a slight coffee note in here. I'm pretty sure if and when I do get my first bottle from Etat, it might be this. I like this. It's very different. I enjoy it. It smells good. It's sort of a dark, fruity scent, and I don't think you see too many dark, fruity scents out there. So I think Christine Nagel did a nice job with this one. It's very interesting and nice. I probably will wind up getting this. I'm not sure when. I think I need to test a little bit more, but man, do I get some coffee in this, like black coffee in the morning. That's really the premier note to my nose. I might be nuts. But anyway, that is this week's episode of Maximilian Must Know Sample Shopping. I know you like me to rank these, so let's just do it quickly. Malle comes out first, obviously, followed by Archive 69, followed by Aoud with Comme de Garcons, trailing in very, very, very last place. Next week on Sample Shopping, we're going to be looking at fragrances from L'Artisan Parfumé, which is a favorite house of mine, the Dior Privé line, another fragrance from them, an Amouage fragrance, a pretty new Amouage fragrance, and a fragrance from the By Kilian Arabian Nights collection. So we're going to have a great episode next week. And then, of course, stay tuned for later this week, where Friday I'll be revealing my top 10 designer fragrances that I purchased in 2013. I'll be revealing that list. And then at the weekend, I'll be reviewing a designer scent, which I haven't done in a while. So lots of good stuff coming up. Please watch. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And please don't forget to visit decantshop.com and use that Max 12 coupon code to save some money on some decants. And you definitely should get a decant of Portrait of a Woman, and you should probably check out Archive 69. And if you want to be totally fucking weirded out, try Odeur 53 as well. And I would tell you to try the Aoud, but you could try lots of Montales and sort of get the same thing, so I'm not going to recommend that one. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys.
Yo, put your bottles in the air and make noise with them. Send your girls to the rear and let my boys hit them. 50 large, all hundreds, chip ahoys with them. Cash, full-length minks on, all the toys with them. For those